Benidorm, day 4, let's do this. So we start off the day as usual, down at the buffet, getting our breakfast because it's included in the hotel. But very exciting today, we have booked a trip to Algarve Falls, I think that's how you say it. We paid 22 euros each, and that includes them picking you up from a nearby stop by your hotel, going to the place, and also taking you back home, and entry to Algarve Falls. I suppose the other way you could do it is rent a car, drive to Algarve Falls, and then it's 5 euros per person to enter. But honestly, the coach trip was really good. It only took about 40 minutes as it's not that far from Benidorm, and what a difference to Benidorm it is. You get dropped at the top, you walk along this long hill, and after about 5 minutes of walking you finally meet this. So this is Algarve Falls. It is basically a waterfall up in the mountains, and it is absolutely beautiful. Let's go through the pros and then we'll go through the cons. The pros is obviously it's very pretty, very nice. The water's so cold, so lovely on a boiling hot day. It's proper cheap to go in, and it's great for families, couples, dates, whatever you want to go on. It is really nice. There's even a ledge that is controlled by a lifeguard that you can jump into the water if you fancy it. You'll see that in a minute. And now let's hit you with the cons that no one tells you about. You don't see it on any TikTok video, but the place is absolutely heaving. I think you can tell by my video, there are people absolutely everywhere. And yeah, we did not know this was going to happen, but we should have, as we booked in a really, really busy part of the year. Obviously they're not going to tell you this when you book it, but as soon as we got there, our tour guide was telling us how busy it is. But I think maybe you could go later in the year or earlier in the year when it's not so busy, and then it might be a little bit more beautiful. Saying that, we still had an incredible time. Also, you can book on the coach transfer for a £7 meal deal at this local restaurant where you get a drink, which we went for Fanta, either a ham baguette, a cheese baguette, or a ham and cheese baguette with chips. And yeah, it's not the best, but it's pretty tasty. The overall trip with travel was about 5 hours, and then we headed back to the hotel. Jazz got us some white magnums, which are absolutely delicious. We then chilled by the pool for a couple of hours before heading out in the evening. This is the same restaurant that we went to the other lunchtime. It's a nice little place. They got sangria, they got tapas, they got burgers. I wouldn't normally order burgers, but they do a chicken burger and chips for 8 euros, and also these croquettes for 5 euros. It's a lovely little place down by the beach, and yeah, we also made friends with this little pigeon. He was very, very cute, and we fed him a couple of chips. We probably shouldn't have, but you know, they're so sweet. We then went for a walk down the beach, got an ice cream, and headed to Jazz's favourite bar, Neptune's. Actually, it's called Morgan Tavern, but a lot of you would know it as Neptune's after Benidorm the programme. We got a couple of breezers, I haven't had these in years, but they were actually quite nice in this heat. Then sat down for the evening and watched some of the acts. A couple of people have asked me on a few of the other videos, do the acts cost money? No, they are free. They sometimes ask for like a bit of a tip at the end, but as long as you're buying drinks, it's absolutely fine. We watched Carlos, then we watched a tribute to UB40. That was pretty cool. Then we went in a nearby bar. This was a nice little one. Pints for 2 euros, and watched a bit of cricket. Then we actually called it a night because we were quite tired. But if you ever want to like not have to go in any of the bars, buy a bag of crisps. No one approaches you then. Cheers for watching. Big love.